Hello Aquarius, welcome to your bonus reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you're watching this reading was meant to find you. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Princess of Cups. You are someone with you're kind of a sensitive person, right? You've got a lot of feelings, and you're very aware of them. You're very in touch with how you feel. You're in touch with the way other people sort of affect you, okay? And I don't think you've always been this way. I think for a portion of your life, you maybe weren't so aware or sensitive to what other people were saying or doing, and it didn't really affect you very much. I feel like right now, you're feeling more sensitive than usual. Okay, there could be something going on in your life that is kind of, it's a lot of things that sort of add up, and it makes us a little bit raw emotionally. Okay, I feel like you're someone with a very intense imagination. You're someone who is trying to follow their feelings a little bit more. If you're feeling an attraction or an aversion to something, there's a reason why. You know, I feel like you're trying to figure out what you like and what you don't like. And so maybe you've done the work to sort of get in touch with your emotions and maybe open yourself up so that you really can feel the vibe from people, you know? Where if we're very closed off, then I'm trying not to feel the vibe from anyone, you know? I'm trying to not let anybody's energy affect me and make me feel any kind of way. But maybe we've done the work now, we've opened up. Maybe that heart chakra is active and open for you. And so you are sensitive to what other people, what energy they're giving off. Yeah. And it's starting to influence your behavior a little bit. If you notice a certain vibe with certain people, maybe you don't like that. Or maybe you do and you want more of it, right? So I feel like there's a heightened sensitivity right now. I feel like your dreams have been getting more intense. I feel like your kind of spiritual downloads have been getting more vivid. Okay. You may even be like a lucid dreamer. I feel like you may very well be a medium or a psychic or something like that, right? Because I feel that there is a very strong correlation to your imagination and your reality. It could be that you're one of these people that are just getting synchronicities like all day, every day, you know? Let's put some cards around this one. Yeah, let's get a little bit of context. There is your Magician. That's your ability to use your imagination to manifest your reality, to build your reality. You are the architect of your reality. First you see it in your mind, then you see it in your hand. You see it in the world around you. There is a Queen of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. There's a Queen of Cups. Now we got a lot of court cards here. Now we've got an 8 of Wands. Interesting. Got some fire energy coming here. We have a little bit of excitement, maybe some fireworks happening, right? If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now we'll finish putting our cards on the table, then we will get into everything individually. There is the Lover's card, a 4 of Swords, the Sun card, and a Knight of Wands. So a lot of court cards today. Okay, a lot of court cards. So I feel that there is a group of people around you, maybe involved in a family situation at the moment. It could be a group of friends. I sort of wonder if there's some financial component to this for you, but I do have the strong like family vibe. There's a kind of an intimacy that's going on here. All right. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the Factor Infinite and unknown. And we're going to set it down right here with Dwight K. Schrute right on top. And now we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments down below. Let's take a look around the room. We have major arcana, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We've got the Magician, the Lovers, and then the Sun. Right? And, the Magician, we've got a union here. Okay, even in the Sun card kind of shows that there are two elements coming together that are creating one sort of super element. Okay? The Lover's card is about a choice, a commitment. We're choosing to engage with something or someone, right? And the Magician, of course, is doing all of this with intention. It's not something that's happening randomly to you. It's something that's sort of part of your plan, okay? That this is something you want in life, and if you want it, you're going to go get it. And that's part of our Princess of Cups, too, that we're listening to our feelings. And as much as the Princess is very sensitive to the vibes, to the energy in the room, right? You know what things you don't want. But then you also know the things that you do. And so maybe this is really about you choosing what to unite your energy with, choosing what to commit to. Yeah. A lot of court cards here. Maybe this is, you have a lot of choice. Maybe there are a lot of people around and you're just kind of, you're intentionally making friends, right? Or finding, it could be a lover, it could be a romantic partner, it could be friends, it could be a family thing that's coming together. But you're sensitive to all the energy in the room right now. We've got some fire here. We've got water in the court cards. We've got air and court card air here. And we've got a little bit of earth energy in the background. Okay. Let's start with the Magician. Because the Magician is it's very adaptable energy. Okay. It's your ability to build rapport with anything, with a situation, with a person, with, whatever situation you're in, you're able to really adapt and to merge with it in a very effective way. So you're someone who's very sensitive to your feelings right now, okay? And I think that there is a situation going on where you have to use those feelings to influence how you're going to interact with someone right now. Okay, so this might be really like might be a difficult conversation that needs to take place. Difficult, not bad difficult, maybe it's good difficult, right? Maybe this is sort of about telling somebody how you really feel, okay? Mercury is direct now, no longer retrograde. So it could be that now is really the time for you to speak up. Now is the time for you to make this proposal, right? Maybe this isn't romantic, right? Maybe you have a great idea. Maybe you have a vision. And this is you presenting it to your spouse or your friends or your business. I don't know, the company you work for, your boss. Now's the time, I think, where your passion, your feelings, your emotion, your imagination can be communicated in a very straightforward way. If there's something on your mind, or rather say on your heart, in your heart, that you need to talk about and you want to propose it or you want to express it, and when we say propose, well, it could be a proposal of a relationship, a marriage proposal. It could be the proposal of this great business idea or this great idea for a house to buy, a vacation to take, or something along those lines. You know what I mean? So there's something that you really want. And I think the Magician is now you not asking for it, but talking about it, making that proposal, okay, to what seems like a group of people. It could be this is your friends, this is the family, or this is the coworkers, or something like that. Now's the time to speak up, okay, with this direct Mercury energy. And of course, you have to get the Mercury. The Magician is ruled by, this is Mercury, okay? And it's kind of saying, let's use this energy now Now's the time to talk about it. Now is a great time for making the proposal, starting the negotiation, opening up the conversation, broaching the subject, because you have a very high likelihood of expressing yourself very well, very eloquently, very effectively, and getting what you want. Okay? So do it. Maybe this is you going in and asking for a raise. Do it. Especially if it's something that you feel strongly about, that you have this desire, it's in your heart, it's in your imagination, and you want this. Well, we have to do the work to get that. Wishing for something is not going to do it. You've got to wish for it, and then you've got to take the appropriate steps to make it happen. And that's magic. Okay? So you've got to use your magic right now. This is, with a Mercury direct, this is a time where your magic is really going to work. It's going to work very well. Okay? Now, underneath the surface, you've got a Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, this is someone who can sort of see beyond their own feelings and look at a situation in kind of an objective way, a practical way, and say, okay, yeah, this is something that makes sense. So not only do you have this intense wish and desire for something, and you've got your magic, your ability to communicate that wish, but you also have a good head on your shoulders. We're able to look at something and say, yeah, this could be good. I can see how this makes sense. It's organized. The past, the present, the future, there's a nice flow to everything. We're getting a bird's eye view. Okay? And I think it's important in your communication that you present this bird's eye view. Okay? And we take a step back and we look at everything. It's one of your best qualities, I think, is your ability to sort of step beyond yourself and look at context. Look at past, present, and future. Look at everything surrounding this wish or this dream or this aspiration of yours. Okay? You're somebody that can separate the wish and the desire from the kind of logical, rational thinking. You know, this is a rise up into a more objective viewpoint of things. Okay? Now, the Five of Pentacles in the background. I feel that is something broke, right? Or something is broken and needs to be fixed. Something isn't functioning as well as it should. Does that make sense? I almost wonder if this is your awareness of some sort of dysfunction in your life, whether this is in the relationship, maybe this is really like, I don't know, maybe this is just the car. Maybe this is like, the car has a lot of problems. Let's get a new car, right? And so the magician is kind of like out there negotiating at the dealership to get a new car, right? It's kind of the perception that something isn't ideal. Something that either needs to be repaired or replaced. Okay? This could be a financial situation. Yeah. This is a card of worry. This is a card of change, movement. Things are not stable. Things either need to quiet down and we need to put some duct tape on it so it's working again, or things really need to be, it's kind of like, I can only put so much duct tape on the machine. Eventually we're going to have to just buy a new machine or actually replace some parts here. So maybe we might have to spend a little money, right? And of course, the magician is, Mercury Hermes is the lord of commerce, the lord of money and exchange and that sort of thing, business, yeah. So this might be a situation where you really are asking for money or you're needing to spend some money on something that you really desire. And that could be part of this Princess of Cups too. There's something you really, really desire and you see in a very practical way that I need to spend the money on it. So it's justified. And then the magician, of course, goes out and tries to find the best deal. The magician is the one that's out doing the shopping, making it happen, right? And I feel that that's, maybe that it's that simple. Maybe this is about you realizing that you need something, that you want something. Yeah. And you're going to go out and you're going to get it. whether that's literally spending money and shopping or something. But there's this recognition that something is not as harmonious as it should be. Okay. And I don't know if it's a financial thing. It seems like maybe it could be. Maybe this is a way to say that you desire something, but you're someone who doesn't like spending money on themselves. Maybe this is Spirit's way of saying, do it. You deserve to spend a little bit of money on yourself. Yeah. The Queen of Cups up here is sort of echoing that as well, because I feel like you're very empathic. I feel like you love to take care of others. Yeah, but sometimes you sort of forget to take care of yourself. It's kind of like, you love spending money on other people, but when it comes to spending money on yourself, you're kind of like, oh, I can't afford it, And so with the Queen here, it feels that you sometimes place other people before yourself. Yeah. And again, this is another card that's very sensitive to the energy around it. Okay. And it feels like other people in your life haven't really been taking care of you the way you would take care of them. Does that make sense? I always wonder if you were sick or injured or something like that recently, and you kind of saw that people weren't really there for you. You know what I mean? Or maybe there's one particular person, or But I think there's a need for you to be really, really honest here with yourself and about how you feel. A lot of this emotional energy here. And then, of course, with that emotional energy, you've got the clarity of the Queen of Wands Queen of Swords, that's looking at everything and trying to get above the situation. We take these cards together, right? This is a situation in life that we sort of needed comfort, or we needed help, or we needed love, or we needed support. Okay? And I think with the Queen of Swords is getting that bird's eye view, that objective view of this, and say, okay, what is really beyond how I feel about this? What were the facts? What really happened here? Okay. But you're somebody that doesn't always think about themselves. I think that this card is emotional clarity, emotional transparency. This is self-love. This is you lifting the veil of your own heart and asking, how do I really feel about this? What do I really want in life? Because something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel stable. Something doesn't feel certain. Something doesn't feel harmonious. Maybe there was something that broke recently. Maybe not physically, but maybe there was an event in life with your family or with a friend or whatever that just sort of made you realize that things aren't really as good as I thought they were. That something's not stable here. Something's not harmonious. Something isn't functioning in the way I want it to. You're starting to look at your emotions. You're starting to think, okay, how do I really feel about what's going on here? Yeah. So something has taken place. And now, in the future position, you have this Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands could be anxiety, especially when we take it into this context. This is the past. This was something that broke in the past. Okay? So we're looking at that. We're realizing how we feel about the past. Then we look at the future and we realize how we feel about the future. Maybe we're getting a little worried about the past. We're feeling a certain way about that. Maybe we're getting a little anxious about the future. Okay. We have interesting court cards here. I got to say, the queens are looking at the past. What was this and how do I feel about that? The knight is looking at the future And I think that we're getting a little bit of anxiety about the future. It's kind of, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I can't afford to do it, I can't afford not to do it, right? So right here, the princess is the only one that's living in the moment, right? The princess is here right now, dealing with the past, dealing with the future, but having to make this decision, having to communicate your needs right now. Okay? And it might be, yeah, we got to talk about this. This wasn't okay. Right? And we need to figure something out going forward because I don't want to live in this state of anxiety. I'm not looking forward to this tomorrow, so we got to have this conversation now. And so I feel like you're maybe getting up and you're having a discussion. You're kind of like, you're standing up and you're clearing your throat. Okay, excuse me, everybody. Can I have your attention, please? Whether it's at work, at home, at school, whatever it is, it's kind of like, hey, we got to talk about something here. And this might be, well, maybe this is at work, and maybe something's going on at work, and you're just like, this isn't right. This isn't working. Something's broken. Something's dysfunctional. Maybe you're an accountant. Maybe this is something in the budget, and you're just like, I got to go talk to the higher ups. This is not something that we can just sort of we can veil this anymore. It's not something we can ignore. Okay. And so in the future position, it's kind of like, look, the reality of the situation is we can't stay here doing what we're doing. We have to move. It's kind of like in the I Ching where there's one hexagram where the ceiling is caving in. And it's like, we can't just stand here and do nothing because the ceiling's caving in. We just have to go. It doesn't matter which way you go. Just get out of the house, right? And that's kind of what this is. It's kind of an anxiety. We're sitting here, we're stuck in the middle, we're not doing anything, but we know we need to. So we kind of got the jazz hands. We're sort of tap dancing on the shag carpet, right? So this energy, this future energy, is talking about your need to move in any direction. You just cannot stay put. You can't do nothing. You have to do something. Okay? About whatever this Five of Pentacles is. Maybe the Five of Pentacles is really, it's sort of like the budget in our household. It's just not working. Something needs to change here. Because this is, too much fluctuation. It's if it is a budget, the Five of Pentacles is a broken budget. Okay? A broken budget. And so really this energy is kind of saying that we can't sit here and do nothing. We have to do something. All right. What we're going to do is talk about the path of the serpent. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, that's something you could do. It is totally free, and I do appreciate you. So the Lover's card is your general energy. You're somebody that really, whatever this situation is, feels like family. It could be a work thing, could be friends, could be family. But I feel that you care about the people in your life. You want to make the right decisions. You have a commitment toward this thing. Maybe this is a business, and maybe you're seeing that Five of Pentacles, and because you love this business, because you love this company, and you're connected with this and the people there, that you're feeling some way about this, and you have to say something. And you're somebody that when you commit to somebody or to something, you bring them in close. That it's a family. What happens to them is happening to you. So maybe that Five of Pentacles, maybe it's not anything really about you. Maybe it's about someone you care about. Maybe you're seeing some kind of a dysfunction. Something's broken in their life or in their relationship or something like this, right? And because you treat that person like you treat yourself, it's kind of like, I've got to say something. I've got to talk about it. I've got to let them know what I'm observing or what you're perceiving, what you're feeling. Okay? Because you treat people like family. Yeah. Now, the next card, Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords is sort of not saying anything. Right? So back here in the past, there was this five, there was this worry, there was this dysfunction, something was broken. Maybe trust was broken. right? And then with the Four of Swords in the environment, in terms of your relationships, I feel like nobody's talking about it. Whatever that, maybe this is a financial thing, maybe this is a relationship, maybe it's trust, whatever it is. Maybe literally something broke in the house and just sort of swept it aside, no one's talking about it, right? Maybe the car needs some major repairs, but nobody's talking about it. Mercury here is kind of saying, look, now's the time where you can talk about it. Mercury direct, say it. Say what you need to say. Say what you're feeling. Communicate your feelings about this. We don't have to stay silent anymore. Okay? The sort of obstacle here is to let everything out. Everything under the sun. And it kind of is, it almost feels like we're opening a can of worms. Okay, because once the sun comes out and rises to the top of the, high in the sky at the zenith of the sky during the day, there's no shadows. Everything that was hidden is now going to be revealed. And it feels that once you start talking about your feelings, that you won't be able to stop. Okay? Because I think that you are, once you get started, expressing yourself, it's just kind of like it's all going to come out. All right. But the Sun card is, it's enlightenment. It's also success. It's also a card really of happiness and beauty and love and joy, right? So it's sort of showing us that, hey, everything's going to be okay. That you're going to express your feelings, and it's going to bring you closer together, and it's going to solve the problem here. And the problem is not solved by silence, by not communicating. Okay? Your happiness and your progress, or whatever this, your success here is going to be advanced by your magician, by you talking about it, not by keeping quiet. By taking action, like a Knight of... See, the Knight of Wands is moving. Just running. If the ceiling's caving in, well, just go, just run, just get out of there. Okay? By not saying anything, I think everybody is going to have a difficult time with this. And I don't obviously think your ceiling is actually caving in, but we imagine that if we saw something and we weren't talking, no one was talking about it, and we're starting to feel kind of worried about it, we realize that this is going to end badly if we don't do something. Well, you've got to say, hey, everybody, look, and then we can do something about it. And that's the only way you're going to get the sort of outcome that you want. Now, the Knight of Wands really is movement. Things are happening. That maybe you've been feeling like you speak up and no one's going to care, no one's going to believe you, no one's going to even let you talk. Your words are going to have a very strong effect right now. You have to trust that you're going to say the right things, the words are going to come out. You've got this magician, you've got the Mercury direct. Your communication is going to be on point right now. And it's going to lead to action. No, nothing will change. No action will be taken if you don't speak up. Okay? Whatever exactly your situation is, if you don't talk about it, if you don't speak up, if you don't express your feelings, nothing's going to change, no action will be taken. We'll be left with the anxiety knowing that the sky is falling and we're not doing anything about it. Let's look at the mystery card, okay? Mystery card, I would like to see some very good water energy. I'd like to see a 3, 6, 9, or 10 of cups. Let's take a look. A 6 of swords. Well, that's good. That's good because I think this is now harmony. We're going from a 4 of swords, 5 of pentacles. We're getting a 6 of swords, right? 6 of swords is people are listening to you. There's harmony, there's beauty here, there's understanding, there's a resonance. That you're speaking and the other person is resonating with what you're saying. And there's this vibe, and there's this, there's this rapport. And there's motion, there's movement away from danger here. This is now we're on the boat. We're getting the heck out of there. This, the Six of Swords is sometimes a card of like a long-distance journey, right? But really it's about we're moving away from what the danger was. We're moving away from what the problem was. So you're getting further away from that Five of Pentacles. You're getting further away from the, the sky that's falling or the ceiling that's caving in. It worked. And this could be you're negotiating with that salesman. Look, now you're driving away with a really nice boat or car, whatever, right? So you're succeeding. There's success here. This is kind of a relief. You spoke up, you expressed your feelings, and hey, it's working out well. That action was taken, that there was something, things are in motion, people believed you, and there's steps are being taken. And I think it's a very pleasant surprise that there is this flow, there is this rapport, there's a resonance between you and these people around you. They're understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth, And so this feels really good, and I think this is a great confirmation. This is a card that's saying yes, Spirit saying yes, speak up. Express your feelings right now, and things will change for the better. Yeah. Now we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Aquarius Thursday and Sunday. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.